Welcome to a part 2 of this video. So we've discussed 2025 and what happened in the last month of the year, and honestly that was a lot, but that year is now behind us, so we are now into a new era, new year, new me. So I'm super excited, and let's talk about what are our reading goals. What are we going to start with? What are the books that we're going to read? Am I planning for any hours? And a little bit more of a catch up of my life. So without further ado, let's get on with this video. 2026 is now here, and honestly 2025 was hard, so I have a lot of expectations for 2026. I'm super excited about this year. We have a big trip coming up, so I'm gonna read in the Caribbean, and that's gonna be so lovely. Honestly, I cannot wait. We also have amazing books coming out, and we also have a series that we really gonna dive into. So I took 2026 as the year to do things that you really wanted to do, or that I really wanted to do, and I've been putting it off. So for book content, it's going to be a series that I really want to read, and I have not dived into them yet. So we're gonna start our first month of January with a bang, because honestly I think this is a series that everyone and their mother has read, and the reviews are amazing. It's gonna deliver heartbreak. So I'm not really sure if it's the right way to start the year, but you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. I really want to read this series, and 2026 is the year, and January is the month that I'm gonna do it. So here we are. So let's talk about my first books of 2026. For the first month of 2026, I committed myself to a series, and we're gonna be reading. You ready? I'm not sure you're ready. We're gonna be reading Boys of Torment, and honestly I cannot wait. I honestly cannot wait. We're gonna start with Biting 13, and this is The Boys of Torment by Chloe Walsh, and honestly this book is huge, guys. Look at that, that's huge. So I'm not really sure. I don't know anything about the writing. I don't know if it's an easy book to read. I just know that it delivers heartbreak. That's all I know. And honestly, that's all I need to know, to be honest. I just think yes, please. So I'm gonna dive into this one as soon as I'm finished The Christmas Fix, which was the last book that we left from 2025. And I'm gonna dive straight into this one. So I committed to 2 books this month, because they should be considered 4. Because how many pages is this? I don't even know. To be honest, I didn't even... 800 pages. 800 pages of a book. So this should be considered 2 books. So technically, girl math in here, obviously, we're gonna be reading 4 books. So that's good, right? That's perfect. So this is our first book of 2026, and honestly, I am so excited. The game was everything until he met her. I have absolutely... I'm gonna be honest here. I just want to read it, and I was completely influenced by the book talk community, because I have absolutely no clue about what these books are about. I just know that they are a group of friends and it delivers heartbreak. That's all I know, and like I said, that's all I need. So I'm gonna dive in. So first off, we have Biting 13, and then we're gonna have Keeping 13. There's also 3 more books in the series which I have, but I'm gonna put them off for February or March, just because they are as big as this ones. And I'm gonna be going to the Caribbean in beginning of February, so at the same time I want to read it, and I want to be in peace and close to the beach and to the pool, by the pool, reading my books. But at the same time, I don't want to damage the books in the planes and on the travels, and they are kind of heavy, so I don't want to kind of take this much weight in my bag. So I think I might just take my Kindle and kind of either read it on the Kindle or just find other books to read on the Kindle. So I'll update you on that one, because honestly the trip is only in February, and in January we are sorting out the new house and sorting out my reading room, so I haven't really given much thought about it. So at the moment we're gonna leave it like that. But honestly guys, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I cannot believe that I'm starting this series, and I'm gonna love it. I know I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna cry my eyes off, and I already know that, but I am gonna love it. I'm sure of it. So this is our books for 2026 in January. We're also gonna try and fit these two, like I said in the previous, in the part one of this video, but I'm not really sure if it's going to be possible or not, but it's not a priority really. If not, they're going to be here next year for Christmas, and no one's going to be upset about that. Not me, not you, not anyone, because we all have lives, right? So this is our 2026 January TBR. It's such a small TBR, and I feel really like I'm missing out. It's only 2 books, and then I look at them and I'm like, yeah, no, they are 2 huge books, so we get it. So it's fine. It's fine, guys. So it's gonna count as 4 books, honestly. So moving on from that, let's speak a little bit about our reading goals of this year. For our reading goals of 2026, last year we aimed a bit too high and we were not able to reach our goals. So this year I'm gonna focus in every aspect of my life in realistic goals. So this year I'm gonna put my reading goal of 55 books in a year. So that's a little bit over a book per week, which is kind of doable, I think. Because some books you just take weeks to read, other books you just take hours or one day. So I think it's kind of doable to do that. But now that I'm thinking about it, I think maybe we are aiming a bit too high again. But we're gonna give it a try. It's the year of yes instead of the year of no, so we're gonna say yes to almost everything and try everything in this year. At least that's my mentality for it, which I'm gonna try. So we're gonna read, or at least try to read, 55 books this year, and this is our goal. I'm not gonna count the Christmas fix as one, because honestly I'm not even sure if I should count it for the previous year, so I'm gonna leave that one to the side, and I'm not gonna count it as book 1. So book 1 will be Boys of Tommen, book number 1. So that's gonna stay like that, and hopefully this year will be full of joy, fantasy, romance, cowboy romance, and dark romance, really. So hopefully we'll be able to read a little bit of everything. Also, Quicksilver book number 2 came out, which was Brimstone. Yes, it was Brimstone, and I also really want to read that. So like I said, maybe I'm gonna read that in February and read it on my Kindle. So maybe that's the book that I'm actually going to read in February. I'm not really sure yet, but I will update you, because the hype from those 2 books on Book Talk last year was so big. Honestly, I felt completely left aside because I haven't read it yet. But honestly, I'm gonna dive into it at some point in the beginning of 2026, and I already feel like the year is slipping by, so it might just be me. But this is our goal for 2026, and hopefully we'll be able to reach it, and we'll be proud of ourselves for reaching it and for not reaching it if that happens, because it's the year of acceptance. It's the year of yes to everything, including our failures. And honestly, I'm so excited. And last but not least, I'm gonna give you a little bit of an update on my life and content creation part of my life. So like I said, we moved houses, so now we have a space for our books, okay? I'm looking around and it's just books everywhere. It's just everything everywhere, and I'm not gonna lie, I do love that. It's honestly so nice, and it feels so special to have my own corner and to be able to build my safe space in my house where I can read, where I can put my I don't know, bookish stuff and all of my little things. And I could not be more grateful for every single one of you to be present and to kind of follow along in my journey. We are 131 in here, and honestly that makes me so happy. Our book talk account is also growing, so I want to welcome everyone in that part of my social media. I absolutely love sharing my books with you, and honestly you are a big part of my day, and I absolutely love creating these videos and creating the content. I just feel so myself to be able to express my opinions and my thoughts about the books and how my life is going with the books in it, because books are a big part of my life. They did save my life in a lot of ways, so I'll be forever grateful to be able to afford all of this and get all the books and be able to dive into literature like on a daily basis. So that's a very special for me, and it does not go unnoticed. So thank you so much for being on that side. In next future projects, we're gonna build this room, so I think I might do a series of building my dream reading corner, and I'm so excited for it. I have so many ideas, so many so many items on my wish list, and I'm honestly super excited for this chapter in my life. And I think this is all for now. I think this is all the updates that I have for you guys. So thank you so much for coming along. If you want to take a look at my book related content, just take a look at my TikTok account. But if you like to see any update on my day-to-day basis, just take a look at my Instagram account. And don't forget to take a look at my Fable account and also my Goodread account. I post on all of the socials daily. And honestly, if you want more in-depth book reviews, just follow those two accounts. And I love sharing my day-to-day book readings and chapters and my thoughts on the books every single day. So you are more than welcome to come along. So I will hopefully see you in the next video. I hope you have a lovely 2026. I hope you enjoyed the holiday season, and I hope you stepped into this year with the right foot, and this year brings you a joy, love, comfort, and everything you wish for. Every single one of you is very cherished, and I love you all guys so much. I love you. Bye.